A new report shows the scale of problems facing people who are newly diagnosed or undergoing treatment.
Money concerns top the list of issues many are worried about, even those receiving end-of-life care. Here's our chief reporter, Sharon Frew.
Happy birthday, dear Barbara.
Family get-togethers are restricted and precious to Barbara Ann Thompson. When she received her cancer diagnosis in hospital, she was unable to be with her loved ones.
Make a wish.
In June, I was told I basically had a life expectancy of 6 months.
This was in June, the middle of lockdown restrictions.
On my own. It was tough. It was tough.
For Barbara Ann, becoming a cancer patient is a role reversal. In her job before her illness, she specialised in treating people who were disfigured by the disease. She was initially told the pain she was experiencing was endometriosis. Her first surgery was delayed in March due to lockdown. After her operation 3 months later, she was still in agony. Further tests revealed a devastating diagnosis.
It was quite a few days of numbness, fuzziness. So trying to get that into words to explain to your parents and your sisters, it's hard.
Macmillan Cancer Support say patients often say after they leave hospital, they feel like they're falling off a cliff. Research by Napier University into the Charities Advice Service found on average those newly diagnosed had 6 issues they needed help with.
Money, transport, family, practical issues at the top of the list. If it impacts on you financially, it can impact on your housing.
As cancer referrals return to pre-COVID levels, the charity expects to see a surge in demand.
We know that cancer, a lot of the time, will affect people who are in deprived communities, so already there's a lot of poverty at play. Married with that in terms of obviously a later diagnosis or a later stage of their cancer diagnosis, then ultimately we need to be able to put these supports in place much quicker than possibly what we had to do previously.
Barbara Ann has undergone chemotherapy and she's been forced to move back in with her parents.
There's been nobody in my family that have had a cancer diagnosis. I still have discussions with them and are you sure there's nothing you can do? But there's just some cancers that you cannot cure and you don't know why it's there and why you can't fix it, as my niece would say.
Thank you very much for all the presents.
I just feel if you try and keep as positive and as strong and just be thankful for a lot of things, it helps you along the way. But that's a challenge on its own. Focus on something good.
It's feared it could take many months to clear the backlog in screening and cancer care that the pandemic has created. The Scottish Government is due to publish its cancer recovery plan within days. Sharon Frew, STV News.